Hi everyone, Crystal Boyce, Sciences Librarian here again. It's been a couple weeks since you heard my voice, but one of the things you learn over time is that there's usually no reason to reinvent the wheel. If someone else has created something that can serve your purposes, take advantage of those situations and give credit where credit is due. This week, however, you've read 2 chapters from the SUNY InfoLit text that have started to introduce you to the idea of research environments and how to get the most out of them. Since each institution offers different resources and tools to find resources, it was time to see you again. You'll remember from the text that one component of information literacy is understanding that information you seek may be available in different formats, such as books, journal articles, government documents, blog postings, and news items, and that different formats can be found in different places. Further, coming up with a plan or strategy to find information and data is critical to your success, since you'll save time in the long run and avoid frustration and failure later. Anytime you want to start research on a new topic, feel free to try some general Google searches and to look at Wikipedia articles. These are search strategies that are comfortable and familiar, likely provide easy-to-read results, and can provide you with ideas on what the core concepts of a topic are. You'll also remember from the text that a library catalog is what you use to find things like books, videos, CDs, and plays. The Ames Library Catalog is accessible from the Ames Library homepage, Books and Media tab. Once on this tab, you'll note that you have a search box, a description of what you can find, options for fields to search, and where to actually locate items. You'll see that you can search just in iWoo or in all iShare libraries. If you don't know, iShare is a consortium of academic libraries all around Illinois which share materials with one another. Ames is a pretty small library, but we have access to much larger collections through this iShare connection. There are options below the search box for advanced searching, but you won't likely need those for this course. Remember that a keyword search looks for a particular word or phrase in all the fields of a record, so you can find a lot of materials by choosing a good keyword. Let's try microorganism. From here, you can see we got an okay number of results. We could choose to redo the search in all of iShare, which would give us lots of results, but let's choose to focus on what we have here in Ames for now. You can narrow your search by taking advantage of various filtering options on the right of the screen. These are examples of how controlled vocabulary is used in a library catalog. Remember, however, that whenever you click on one of these options, you are looking at fewer and fewer results, so you may filter out something that might be useful. A great strategy is to look for one particular source that seems promising and look at the full record of it. Here, you'll see that the full record of an item, which includes the various fields in which we record descriptive information about a source. These topics are subject headings, which can be used to find similar results. Pay attention to the call numbers, as these tell you where to look for a particular source in the building. Once you've got a sense for the general background of a topic, then you're ready to start looking at some of the more complex and current research taking place. This is a great time to start using a research database. As an iWoo student, you have access to dozens of databases, many of which can be searched concurrently by using MegaSearch. MegaSearch is a tool which allows us to search in multiple databases at the same time. This is great because it saves time, but can be problematic as it has to make sense of different platforms. What that means for you is that MegaSearch is a great tool, but as you get into upper level courses, working with subject-specific databases will become increasingly important. Before we do a search in MegaSearch, take note of the buttons surrounding it. On this tab, you'll note that you have a search box, a description of what you can find in it, options for fields to search, and 2 options to limit your search to begin with. I don't recommend using them, as you can easily remove something useful from your results by accident, simply because MegaSearch is looking for sources in lots of places and isn't always smart about how it finds it. You'll also see that you could choose to look at specific databases, specific journals, or guides to help you get started with research in a particular subject. We'll come back to these guides later. If we do the same search in MegaSearch that we did using the library catalog, we find that we've got a lot to start working with. Each result is a record for a resource, and within each record there are descriptive fields to help us identify useful resources. These subject terms are examples of controlled vocabulary within a database, and clicking on one will identify other sources with those same terms. You'll see that even though we had 250,000 keyword results for microorganism, we only have about 36,000 subject heading results for the same word. Should you want to add in more search terms to take advantage of Boolean logic, which is something you read about, you can enter them here with as many combinations as desired. In order to get to the full text of a source, you'll often see this PDF full text link. If you don't, you might see a Get This button. Click on the button to see if Ames has full text access to a particular resource. If we don't have full text, this is a great time to use the Interlibrary Loan Service, commonly referred to as ILLiad. Whether you have an account or not, clicking on this link will take you to the login page. If you don't have an account, register for one for free as a first-time user. Otherwise, log in and see that the data has been transferred automatically. You'll be notified via email when your request has been fulfilled. You can use all the same narrowing options as you did with the library catalog, always taking care to limit responsibly. Lastly, if you're ever in doubt as to what databases are appropriate to start your research, check out the course and subject guides available from the library's homepage. These guides were put together by librarians and often identify key databases and search strategies to use for your discipline. Either the biology or nursing guides will be appropriate for this class. This has been a very quick overview of two research environments, being the library catalog and a general research database. If you have any questions about using these tools to optimize your research goals, please don't hesitate to let me know.